Sheffield Sharks, who've been on a nice run of wins at home of late, taking on the Plymouth Raiders, who've lost just once on their travels this season. Colin O'Reilly with the steal as the Raiders jump into an early 6-2 lead, Jeremy Bell with 4 points in a row. Still pretty even, however, Mike Tuck with the score inside, whilst Olu Babalola drives to the hole and draws the foul, putting Sheffield into the lead. Second quarter action here, Lasker finds Ojo, who drives to the bucket, and the Raiders lead 35-30. Olu Babalola nets from behind the arc for the Sharks, 5 in a row for the home side, and it's a 1-point game. Babalola on a bit of a tear here, he moves into double figures on this score, it's 39-42. Mike Ojo driving baseline somehow gets this shot to go, as the Raiders finish the half well and lead 48-41. Into the second half now, Raiders lead is 9 points, Sharks needing a response. Mike Tuck grabbing the offensive board and the putback, 43-50. O'Reilly with a long-range 2-point jumper, back to 9. And then Gage Day, under pressure from the shot clock, hits a running 3. 6 to play in the third, 50-54 to Plymouth. Mike Ojo continuing to impress. Here he knocks down a nice looking jump shot, and seconds later Raiders are out and running. O'Reilly on hand to tip it in, 56-65 with 12 to play. Raiders moving the ball well. Schneck looks trapped, gets it to new signing Jamal Williams, and for the first time in the game, Raiders into double figure lead. Fourth quarter action here, and Plymouth continue to build on that momentum. Mike Ojo with a pair of scores as the Raiders went 8-0 to take control of the game. Didn't stop there though. Drew Lasker with the floater, and then he would penetrate and kick to the wide open O'Reilly. His triple part of a 15-2 burst by the visitors that would blow the Sharks away. It was 88-63 at the end of this run. Mike Ojo would lead the way for the Raiders with 23 points, but they had 6 guys in double digits. Gage Day led all comers with 27 points and also added 9 rebounds. A tremendous last 12 minutes by the Raiders to make it look very comfortable by the final buzzer. It finished at the EIS, Sheffield Sharks 71, Plymouth Raiders 99.
Gavin, Plymouth come a long away trip on a Friday evening, Sheffield today. Comfortable in the end, I'm surprised by the result.
Well, you say it was comfortable, but I mean, up until the 5th minute in the third quarter, it was very tight. I think 6 to 8 points. I think the difference was Jamal Williams came in the game and he really did a fantastic job on Olu Babalola, and I had 5 guys playing defense at the same time instead of 2 or 3, and that was really the difference. We got really scrappy and got in the passing lanes and playing some defense, which led to some easy points at the other end. Sheffield played a really good game. I just think after the break we just showed that energy and passion that I've been calling for, and I think the score probably flattered us a little bit, but ultimately, no, it's a good result.
That one, it's 2 legs against Newcastle Eagles in the BBL Trophy semi-finals.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be an exceptional challenge for us. It's on a home floor, so obviously have that advantage. But at the moment, you've got to argue they're the clear favourites there. I think they're 10-1, and we're 7-3. So obviously they're playing the better basketball at the moment. But I'm sure anything can happen in the cup, and our guys are going to be ready. They won't need too much motivation for that, I'm sure.
Drew, Friday trip up the motorways to Sheffield for Plymouth Raiders, and a nice win to take home with you. What are your thoughts for the game today?
I thought we started off the game slow defensively, and we went over a few things during the halftime, and in the third quarter we finally turned it up. We didn't have 2 or 3 guys, but we had everybody on the same page communicating, and that's what team defense is all about. And as you see, we like to run, and when we play great team defense, then we're able to speed up the game and get some easy buckets.
And the first quarter seems like it was a bit of a free-for-all in the shooting. Not much defense going on from either team.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we talked about at halftime. It kind of felt like street ball out there. You know, it's my turn and then it's the other guy's turn. But we're not going to win silverware if we play like that. So we have to start games a little bit better.
You mentioned silverware there. I mean, you do have a home game to come on Sunday, but after that one, 2 legs on semi-final BBL Trophy. So probably one eye already on that tie.
Yeah, now that we can focus on Newcastle, you know, they're coming down to us, and we gotta just play our game, you know. And it's gonna start defensively, because we know we're confident in one another that we can put the ball in the hoop, but we're gonna have to lock them down and get scrappy.
H, tough day today, and a game against Plymouth Raiders. First half pretty even. What did you see that happen in the half-time, and Plymouth got a big run there?
Our defense slacked off. Usually we were a good defensive team, but in the second half, our defense slacked off.
And the first quarter there, pretty much a free-for-all, scoring from both ends, and not much defense from either team.
Yeah, well, Plymouth, I think they're the top scoring team in the league, so we expected that coming in. So we knew we had to keep up. So, but we should have, if we played more defense, it would have been a different result, but we did.
Plymouth Raiders came to visit today in Sheffield and took a win away from here. What are your thoughts for the game today?
Plymouth is a very good team. They have a short bench, but everybody on their bench can play and probably start in a few teams in the league, so they're deep in their own way. It's a case of us just, we're young and we make some silly mistakes and we force when we shouldn't force, and we hold it back when we shouldn't. We're just not on the right page altogether, and with youth comes those issues. But at the same time, Plymouth, I thought, did a good job of capitalizing on stuff, and they took advantage of opportunities. We tried to press, they scored on our press, they stayed aggressive, they did things like that in the zone, they shot the ball well. So, they were able to combat anything we tried to put at them. So I give respect to Plymouth and Gavin. Love what he has going on. I think they're a good team. But, I'm just trying to get our guys playing basketball the right way and being able to play 40 minutes. We're very inconsistent, and that's our biggest problem.
And you can slowly start turning your attention to next Friday. You got the first leg of the BBL Trophy semi-final against Leicester right over there. What are your thoughts about that game?
Well, Leicester is a tough team. They're a tough matchup. They're very big. They've got a few guys that play a lot of different positions. They like to post up different players. So it's a tough scouting team to scout because they do so many different things in the nature of their offense. So we're gonna work on some of that stuff and how we're gonna scheme it and play defense against them. And offensively, we're gonna just try to clean up some of these mistakes and keep improving on that and just really getting guys some confidence and understanding what we want out of them.